BBC London 94.9.
It's 9:55 and we have been discussing the New Year honours list. We have an expert on hand now, Mark Llewellyn-Slade, awards and honours expert from Awards Intelligence, joining us now. Good morning to you, Mark.
Good morning, Nikki.
So we've been discussing some of the sort of controversial political awards, but I would just like to know from you, first of all, how do these awards operate? Who puts somebody forward?
Well, anyone can nominate someone for an honour. It's really about highlighting ordinary people who have done outstanding community and charity work, and they account today for over 3/4 of recipients. So as with any award, you have to be in it to win it. So if you know anyone who you feel deserves an honour, then get them nominated because they can't put themselves forward. You can nominate anyone if they're doing outstanding community work or excelling in their chosen field, such as eminent surgeons, business leaders, academics, entrepreneurs, that kind of thing. So the best way to ensure that more ordinary people get the gongs they deserve is to simply put them forward.
But you've just said 3/4 of recipients are ordinary people, and yet, of course, our headlines don't reflect that at all, although we have had a wonderful woman on this show this morning. She happens to be a Londoner, Carmel McConnell, and she's formed a charity called Magic Breakfast. But we hear about the glittery showbiz people or the controversial politicians. What about the people who turn awards down, Mark? Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Yeah, there have been people in the past who have turned down honours. For example, John Lennon many years ago turned one down. Some people turn them down because they think they've been offered too low a honour.
Well, that's just ridiculous. You should be grateful, shouldn't you?
You should indeed. Whereas other people turn them down for political reasons, which is why John Lennon turned them down. So,
and could you, if you turned an honour down, then be nominated again?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And who finally decides? So supposing I put you forward, is it the Queen who actually decides?
I think in reality it's the Honours and Appointments Secretariat, which is the department at the Cabinet Office that consider these. There's 9 specialist subcommittees, so that, for example, the medical subcommittee will look at medical things, education and so on. And they will make recommendations to the Prime Minister as to who should get an honour and at what level. Then the Prime Minister will review that and invariably rubber stamp it and then pass it to Buckingham Palace, who again will take a look. But it's essentially the Honours and Appointments Secretariat.
And Mark, finally, do you think the honours have been correct this year? Are the right people honoured?
Well, I think on the whole, yes. Let's not forget that about 900 of the 1,200 gongs went to community and charity workers. So overall, that's great. OK, there are some controversial recipients like Linton Crosby and perhaps 1 or 2 too many civil servants. But on the whole, yes.
Well, I wish you a very, very happy 2016. Thank you for joining us this morning, Mark Llewellyn-Slade.